He said, look, he said, give it to the priest. Watch this. He said, now, the Bible says that when the priest approached the water that was overflowed, it changes. Watch this. In the process, Joshua was told 4 times to be encouraged. 4 times. But the second time, he said, be very encouraged. And the next 2 times, he was told to be good encouraged. The reason why the second time he was told to be very encouraged is because it was connected to the law. He said that means the reason why you got to be very encouraging is because you cannot change what I have said. That means you got to operate in the principles, in the law to get over. So even though you can be good, but at this point you got to learn when it's serious and realize what's at stake. The thing that I love about it, he says, and when the priest approached the river that was overflowed, I got to rejoice about this, but I got to get out of it. He said they dipped. The first word said the sole of their feet, but the second part said, and they dipped. You got to understand what a dip. Something is waiting for you. Have you ever got in a pool and didn't just get in it, but you to test it to see just. See, that's the people that can't stand it because they know it's cold, but I'm like, whew. Sometimes you can't dip. Sometimes you just got to go all in. You got to back up and say, all right. If I test it, and what I test might convince me not to jump in. But if I don't test it and just go all in, I ain't going to have no choice. See, you got to learn how to get off the ground in the air. When you're in the air, there is no turning back. You can't turn back when you're in the air, when you're in motion. You can't stand back up and go back. You just have to go. When I saw this, he said, and when they dipped it, now watch this. Just as the Red Sea, what you got to notice is that when Moses parted the Red Sea, it parted there. But when they dipped in Jordan, here's something. God never does things the same. If you always look for God to do something the same, you might miss what he's about to do new. Tell somebody you got to always expect God to do something different. Because if you look for him to do the same all the time, you'll put him in a box. And God don't like to be boxed in. So it says that when their foot touched the water, watch this, it didn't part here. 19 miles upstream. This one blew my mind and blessed me. 19 miles upstream from the main source. The Bible says that the water stopped and it rolled up. 19 miles. But there was still a flowing. Come on now. Y'all missing. Y'all missing. What y'all missing is, even though the water is flowing, stay there because he has stopped it upstream. Which means eventually what happened upstream, come on now, come on, is going to happen. Come on. So sometimes you got to wait. Come on, wait. When you don't see God working where you is, you got to believe that he's working upstream. If he ain't stopping it where you are, you got to believe that somewhere where the flow is, he has set out the source. And it's just a residual. What's this? It's just a shadow of what you're facing. If you wait for it, they that wait upon the Lord, he shall renew their strength, and they shall mount up. God said, everything that was holding your stuff up from the past, I'm going to kill it from the past. And when it died from the past, it won't affect you in the present. Y'all missed it. The enemy is holding some stuff over people's heads, what they did a long time ago, to make you feel God ain't, that you ain't worthy. God said, don't move. He said, because 19 miles upstream, I have already shut off the flow. He said, if you wait, wait a minute. Not only if you wait, but step into it. Now watch this. That means when they stepped into it, nothing happens here. They didn't see it here. It didn't part here. While they was in the water, it didn't. The Bible said, and they stood still. It didn't part. Tell somebody, stand still. It didn't happen here, but it happened. If anybody was upstream, you would wonder what was going on. Come on now. Because he was shut off. Come on now. And what's up will flow down. And the Bible says that the season came when the water, the overflow, has ceased. Can I tell you somebody something? Oh, time is going. Come on now. God is stopping it. And even though you can't see it where you are, know that